I'm going to show you how to draw a couch right up against this wall right here. So the most basic couch is this. And let's have it be a little bit off the floor, right? It's not like a gaming chair or something like that, or a beanbag chair. It's got to be a little bit off the floor. So the first thing that you do is you draw an L shape. Okay, a backwards L shape. Okay, and it's going to be like this. And drawing a couch is a lot easier than you think. So I'm just hand drawing this L shape, the side view. And this is how, from here to here is how wide your couch is, how deep your couch is, how big the seat part is from here to here. Okay? Okay. We can make the actual cushiony part of the couch like from here to here. And then we could give this couch some legs, like that. Cut out some legs, right? And then we can erase this line here. If the couch is going to have some legs and be raised off the floor, okay? If it's that type of couch. Some couches, you don't even see the legs because there's like a little skirt. You could do like that type of couch. But let's make this look a little bit more modern, okay? And modern furniture tends to, most of the time, look a little bit more clean, edged, more simple, you know, little less fancy. Doesn't have like turned wood legs, you know, the kind that like turned wood, you know, meaning like it has those like little round things that make the legs. They're usually straight and simple, which is good for our drawing, right? Because we don't want to draw anything too crazy right now. The couch is under the horizon line. So we should be able to see the up and over the top of the couch, if you know what I mean. And you're definitely going to see the seat of the couch and also the back of the couch. To draw lines, some very light lines from all of those corners to the vanishing point, and let's see what happens. Let's see what happens when we do that. Right? So we don't want to make the couch look like it's going into the wall and past the back wall. We want to stop right here at this corner. All right, so we're going to use a horizontal line. So it's parallel to this horizon line. So let's draw a horizontal line. Bring from that line, we're going to go down like this, right? And then once we hit this line, we're going to go across until we meet that line, and then we're going to go down like that. So it's like a pair. That's how you draw steps too. Across, down. Every time you hit one of these vanishing point lines, you change direction. Across and down. And then you erase the lines for the back wall that are showing through. You erase the floor lines, you know, anything that makes the couch look like it's it's transparent. You don't want that. Okay. So, all right, so now we're going to erase all of the vanishing point lines, and here we have a very, very uncomfortable looking couch. So how do we make we also need to do this. So if we said this is the upholstery right here, then right where this upholstered part meets the wooden leg part, we want to draw that to the vanishing line as well. Like that. And then there would be a leg back here. I'm just using a horizontal line and going straight across. Okay, and then over here, this is a three-dimensional leg. It's basically like a rectangular prism. So you would have to draw a little tiny vertical line right here. Okay. Also here, for the wooden leg in the back, right here, we would use a vanishing point line to draw the other side of that wooden leg, and then just draw a little tiny skinny vertical line right here, a little vertical space right here, so that the legs look like little boxes. Make them 3D also. This is how to make the couch look a little less uncomfortable. Get rid of the ruler lines and just draw little curves. Slightly curved lines like that. Puff it out. Puff it out. Make it puffy. Over here, curve it up. Okay? And just changing that profile and using slightly curvy lines will make the couch look so much more comfortable. Same here. Curve it out. Get rid of those harsh straight lines. Okay, the ruler lines can be certainly a nice guide for you, but get rid of these straight lines. Make it a little bit puffy and curvy like that, even on this side here to match. Make that line bow out. Here, let me show you. Like that. Okay? And if this is the love seat, right now it looks like some sort of uncomfortable school furniture. But we'll make it a little bit more comfortable looking, okay? Also make the seat cushion where you would sit down on a little curvier too, right? Make it a little curvier. Make it a little curvier. Okay, this could be pretty straight in the front, but make the seat cushion part where you would kind of sit your buttocks on a little bit curvier. All right, so a love seat is a two-seater, okay? And usually it has two sets of cushions. Maybe there might be an IKEA sofa. I think there's an IKEA sofa where it's just one, okay? But let's say this is your typical, love seat. I'm just going to redraw this line to show you. How do you find the center of something like this that is in perspective? And basically, if you look at the back of this sofa here, it's a rectangle, isn't it? So if we crisscross, we draw a line from corner to corner. Remember that technique that we used to find the center of the window? If we draw that crisscross from corner to corner, where the two lines meet up is the center of the couch. So then if we draw a slightly curved line through that, we can separate that into two separate sections, right? And the same here. If we crisscross at the corners of the seat cushion, we can kind of locate the middle of the seat cushion. So we could go from here through the middle and down and split that in half like that. So now we have two sections of the couch and we've separated it into two cushions. And we could do it over here too. Just continue with more horizontal line. Okay, make this a little curvier. Make this a little curvier here. So now it looks like we have a really, really soft, plush couch. And you could draw some pillows on there, right? So a pillow is basically like a rectangle, right? So you could draw it. Here's a way. I sometimes just make like a soft oval. It depends. There's all kinds of, and I kind of prop it up like that. I know that looks like a corn cob, right? That is going to represent the side of one of my pillows. It's just like a decorative pillow. And then from the top and the bottom of that oval, I'm going to draw to vanishing point 1. like that. And you see where I'm going with this? And then you see this curve right here on the right side. I'm just going to repeat that curve on this side right here. And now I've made a cushion or a little pillow. You know, or you can make you can make a pillow that looks like a little round cushion here. And you can make a pillow that looks like a little circle and then just give it a side to make it more three-dimensional, so it looks like again, a can or a cylinder shape. So it could be like a little round cushion, and you could put like a little oval in the middle to represent like a little button. You could do a button, and you could do like little wrinkles coming out of it. Something like that. So now we have two cute little cushions. And those little spidery lines represent the little wrinkles that the button in the center creates on the couch. Okay. So now we have, hold on. This leg doesn't look right. So we have this leg in the back, and then it's got to have a certain width to it. And then you should draw it turning the corner. So I just wanted to make this leg, even in the back, it's so small, you could barely see it, but I just wanted to make it look like it was three-dimensional. But I don't think you can even see it. So I was just trying to draw this little leg here and give it like a side and a front to it. Okay? And just draw and erase any stray lines. You could keep this little line here if you wanted. Do something decorative if you had, or put a TV over here. This is a huge wall. So what would you want to put? What would you want to put there if this is a living room? All right. Think about what you want to do. You might want to put a TV right there, right? Or maybe your TV is right here, and then you have another long couch right here. Okay? You might want to put a rug on the floor, but that's going to cover up your hardwood floor, so don't be upset if that's going to happen. All right? So all you have to do to draw a rug is to draw a horizontal line like that. It's good to have the rug underneath the couch, right? So try to include the couch too. And then maybe have the rug end right here on this wooden plank. So this is called an area rug. When you have a rug and it's different from carpet because it doesn't go from wall to wall. It's not wall-to-wall carpet. It just covers a part of the floor. So that's called an area rug or just a rug. So then you would erase your floor lines just where the rug covers the floor. So, okay. So I know we're at the end of the class, so I'm going to let you guys go. It took about a minute more. Sorry about that. But we'll start with the rug tomorrow. If you didn't start the rug, you can see now. If I erase the floor lines, you can start seeing the rug now. And I'll show you what you can do with the rug to make it look a little fancier. But this is what we're going to continue working on tomorrow. So bring your drawing. All right. We still got a lot to do here. We got a lot of space. And we got a lot of empty wall here. So we'll think of something for that. All right, everybody. Have a nice afternoon. You want to go to period 4. That erase the extra vertical or vanishing point lines. So now we have the back of the chair. You have the back of the chair. You see right here where the cushion, the back of the cushion meets the back of the chair. Right here, this point, use vanishing point 1 to draw that the place where the back of the chair meets the seat cushion. From here, you want to use like a little curve, because this curve and that curve represent the cushion on the seat of the chair. So if this is puffy here, then this should be puffy as well. Let's say the chair, let's say we have see-through vision, and let's say the chair ends like right here. It's always good to just draw right through things and then erase it, just to figure out what's happening. If we make this straight right here, right where the front of the seat cushion ends and meets the top of the seat cushion, that should be a vanishing point line there, and that should be a vanishing point line there. So then this seat cushion ends here and then goes straight like that. Why am I drawing that? I'm finishing that seat cushion because I want to know where the legs should go on this chair, and if the legs are visible. So if the legs are visible, yeah, they are visible. So then I would draw a line straight out from this little bead here. That's where the next little bead should be. This is where the other leg should be, right here. And then here's the other leg. So yes, the leg is visible, so you should draw that. I was trying to place the location of the leg. Okay? And then this leg, with this leg over here on the other side, be visible, because a chair should have 4 legs, right? So let's figure out if those would be visible. You can use vanishing point lines to figure out if you have to draw them or not. So here's the bottom of the chair. Let's say that's the bottom of the chair. Draw a line, draw to the vanishing point line here, and we'll see if it's visible. So we extend this line down. Yes, it will be visible, but barely. So you're going to have just like the tiniest bit of a leg right here. You know, you barely see it. It's like right here near the corner of the table. And is this leg going to be visible? Let's line that up. No, this one's not going to be visible. No, because the table's in the way. So now you can erase everything that's on the inside of the table that blocks the chair, and just leave whatever is visible, which is this leg right here down below the table, and that's it. Erase any guidelines that you use to figure out where the chair legs should go, and that's how to draw the chair. Okay, that chair looks really uncomfortable. If you want it to be upholstered, you can change the line here and have that puff out a little bit, and the same on the other side, so that it looks like there's padding and upholstery in there. And erase the straight line. Okay. And that could just be curved. Just a curve. You don't even need that extra little line there. So now that looks like a little bit more upholstered and a little bit more modern. If you start adding like little buttons and stuff, it could make it look a little old-fashioned, so let's just keep it simple. We could put, let me show you how to do a real easy little table runner. Let's just say you have a little table runner. I was wondering why the table looks so odd. If we did it like this, I think that would be too exaggerated. Let me just try something. Students, don't draw anything yet. No, that doesn't look right either. That would make the table way too long. I feel like this table is way too far up. You know, right below the windows, like right by the windowsill. I feel like it's just way too high up. But no. I'm just second guessing myself. Sometimes you things that look wrong and they're fine. I want to use a vanishing point, but I think that would give it a really exaggerated look. So I'm just going to do this. And I'm just going to draw a table runner. Just keep it parallel, a little bit parallel to these edges. And then draw it straight down. So a table runner is just like a decorative piece. And there's usually some sort of a interesting design on the table runner. It's just like a decorative thing that goes on top of your table or on top of your tablecloth. Some people just put the tablecloth there and then put the runner on top, and it might have like a holiday type of design or flowers or what have you. I'm going to erase the second line down here and just keep the top line here to show the change in angle, like that. Okay, so now we got a little table runner. We have a chair. If we wanted to, we could draw a oval. I am drawing a platter or a dish, and something decorative. It could be, it could just be a decorative dish here, and it's a cylinder. Basically, it's a cylinder, but it's really, really short. So whenever you draw something circular sitting on the table and you're looking at it in one-point perspective, you have to draw it as an oval. Everything in perspective is an oval, unless you're looking at it like, unless it's a clock on the back wall, that's going to be a circle because of the angle that we're looking at that clock. So let's put a clock, we'll put a clock up there in a second. Inside the dish, right? Let's say this is the bottom of the dish and we're not, here's the oval for the bottom of the dish. Let's pretend we have like x-ray vision, okay? Or maybe this is like a clear plastic dish. I'm going to show you close up what I mean. If it was a solid dish, you would not be able to see that line. But let's say it's clear plastic or it is glass, you can see that line. I'm going to place some candles, okay? I'm going to place some candles. Okay, so that's one candle. That's a pillar candle. And some people really like candles or into candles. I'm going to put a really big candle here in the middle. And then I'm going to put a real short candle in front of that. So it's good to have like all different kinds of levels of things. And it's good to show like many things in abundance because it makes things look really nice and luxurious. And we'll put a candle behind here too. And we'll just kind of draw it right through the other candle just so that we make it symmetrical. Okay. Now I'm going to go and erase all the things that we shouldn't see because we don't have see-through vision. Like down here, we shouldn't see the bottom of these candles because the edge of the platter is in the way. Or let's say, I don't like that platter. It just looks too heavy. Well, what you could do is maybe you could give it some legs. Give it a little leg here. This should just look like something like that. Okay, maybe a little shorter leg back here and another little shorter leg back there. Ta-da! So I drew something like that. So it's basically raised off the table. You might say, oh, that's kind of ugly. I don't like that. Then draw a vase instead of a thing of candles. This one has 3 wicks because it's a very big candle. I'm going to draw a light. Okay, they're all lit. Here we go. So now the candles are all lit. Okay, so we have something decorative going on. If you want, you can, you could put a cup on the table. Basically, a glass, like a wine glass, is kind of in between a cone, upside down cone, and a cylinder. Give it a nice skinny stem on the bottom. There we go. Give it a nice skinny stem, and then kind of draw an oval for the base, like that. Okay? And then just draw an oval up here to show the level of the fluid inside, the drink inside. So now you have a three-dimensional wine glass. We have a table. I feel like we need a rug. We need a rug underneath this dining room table. And this is sad because it looks like the person lives alone and they don't have anyone sitting with them. So maybe we'll draw another chair over here. I don't know. But for now, let's just keep it to one chair. And let's draw a rug. And it's an area rug, so it doesn't cover the whole floor. So it's just going to go, let's just have it go under the table. From here to here, and then from here to here. Okay, so then we're going to have to erase all of this. If you don't want to erase all of that and you like your wooden table, then just keep it. Don't do a rug. I'm going to do a rug, so I'm going to erase my lines for the wooden floor. Like I said, as you're adding stuff, you're going to have to do some erasing. Getting wrinkly. Okay. Okay, so that's my area rug. And you could make your rug solid, or you could give it a border. Let's give it a little border. Use Vanishing Point 1. And I'm going to give my rug a little border. Okay. Okay. So now we have a table. We have some stuff on the table. We have a chair back here. We have a hallway. If you want, we could put a picture in the hallway. Let's say that this is a little wall of family pictures. This is like the back wall right here. This side of the hallway. This is like a back wall. So you could just draw all the little picture frames with vertical and horizontal lines. You can make some of the picture frames a little bit thicker. Have the corners go in 45 degrees like that. Okay. You can have the picture wire showing, or you could just keep it like like it's hung from the back. It's up to you. And then you could just draw, some very vague, non-detailed pictures of people. Okay, so there's a picture right there hanging on the wall. You can have a clock. So the clock on the wall will be, if you want it to be a circular clock, just draw a circle because it's on the back wall. And all I did was I just drew the hands and maybe like a few dots. Like that. Now you got a clock. So it looks like it's maybe 3 o'clock. Let's make that a shorthand, like that. You could put like a fancy edge around the clock if you want.
Miss Han,
Yes?
do we have to add the carpet or can we leave it like a bare floor?
You can leave it as a bare floor. Absolutely. I think I did mention that, but you could definitely do that because you work so hard to make the floorboards. Here's a trick. If you want the chair to be right across from this one, use a ruler and just use that to mark off where the other seat is going to be. Right? Let's say the other seat cushion is going to be in line with this one right here. You can mark off where the other leg is going to be. Just keep it your line nice and straight. So then the leg is going to reach down to about here. Let's just make it straight for now. And that means the back of your chair is going to go over here. But how high should the back of the other chair be? Guess should it be? You can use right here where the top of the profile of the chair of the other chair is to line it right up. And so it's actually much easier to draw the second chair as long as you're saying it's right across from the other one. So I'm just freehand drawing that real quick, and then the little bead would be like, if you want to know even where the little bead is on the chair leg, just mark it off. Just like right here between this and this, right? So like that. And then I'm just erasing my guidelines. And you know, to draw the top of the chair, you would use a vanishing point. So that kind of like this. That chair is about a little under 2 centimeters, 1.5 centimeters thick, a little bit more, like about this much. That's how I'm going to figure out how thick to make that. It should be going like that. And then it should go down like that. I'm going to erase this because I shouldn't see the rug through the chair. See all this erasing we have to do? So on some things, don't get too attached because you're going to have to erase some things because they will be overlapping other things and then you're going to not see them. So the chair cushion is right about here. Okay. So then I made the chair cushion is here, then I made my chair too thick. Okay, let me check the time. We got 1 more minute. So now we have a diner and we have another diner here. So this person's not going to be alone when they're eating. This is a house that's occupied by a bunch of empty nesters now, okay? So they're just by themselves now. And they're having a nice romantic meal. Okay, that's the story. All right, it's 1:50 and I'm going to let you guys go. And I know I went pretty fast, so tomorrow I'll go, redo or go over certain parts that people were not able to do today. Or if you were like, okay, you lost me like 10 minutes ago, Mrs. Han. If that's the case, I will go over certain parts of this drawing because I know I was kind of rushing through it in my enthusiasm. All right, students of period 7, have a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow. You have to be really specific. if you want to draw realistically, okay? Now what you have to draw is the mattress, right? So the mattress would be right up against the headboard, and it would extend out this way. So it's kind of like in the shape of a backward L shape, okay? So right underneath this headboard, and maybe like right on the side of the leg here, you're going to start to extend a horizontal line straight out. Okay? And that's going to be your mattress.